Where did it rank in terms of chaos behind it? I mean, it ended up being a windfall for you, but I mean, how chaotic was it? How difficult was it to pull this off?
Every day is chaos in this business. Every day there's something going on. Nobody pulls it off better than we do.
Islam goes out there and dominates in the main event. I just want to get your thoughts on his performance and being willing to take this challenge.
Incredible, both guys. I mean, for Moicano to step up and accept this fight on short notice, and obviously, for the champ. I told you, I said it publicly. He said, brother, I am the champion. I'm going to bed. Whoever I'm fighting tomorrow, I don't care. I'll wake up and I'll fight anybody. So came out and did what you're supposed to do in that position and actually like a stud.
I've seen a lot of people say that because of that, Islam deserves some maybe pound-for-pound number one rankings.
He's already the pound-for-pound number one ranking.
But is he yours?
Yeah. I'll give it to him.
Fair enough. Arman,
are you happy? Is everybody happy now?
Yeah,
He's
I
pound for pound.
Yeah, he finally got you. Arman Tsarukyan, what do you do with him at this point? I mean, do you automatically rebook him in the next title fight? Do you go back to the drawing board?
No. Yeah, he's going back to the drawing board. I don't want anybody to ever fight hurt, ever. We've been in these positions before. Went down there with the doctor. Went down there with Heather from the PI, who is, you can ask any fighter or anybody else, she's the best in the world. And you miss opportunities sometimes, and he did. So we'll see how this plays out for him next year.
You feel like he could have competed?
You
feel like he could have competed tonight?
I have no idea. I don't know that. Only he knows that.
Last thing I wanted to ask you, just get your thoughts on Merab Dvalishvili, that amazing fight with Umar, and kind of where you see Merab at this point.
The pace this guy sets and the output that he has. I was actually a little surprised in the fifth round. He looked like he was fresh and ready to go. I expected him to run through him in the fifth, and he was a little more cautious and whatever, but he looked great. Yeah, Merab absolutely put on an incredible performance tonight.
Dana,
yeah.
Do you feel like you have a problem at the bantamweight division? Because who fights this guy right now? When you look at it, nobody really matches up well with him. Nobody can manage that pace. Like, what do you do in that division to come up with a really good contender at this point?
Yeah, I think we feel that way when guys come off great performances like he has. But we'll see. We'll see what's next. There's always somebody next.
And in terms of Islam, and you saying you think he's number one now, like you had gone for years with Jones because of the longevity. What did Islam do in this fight and maybe his previous fight that you looked at and said that puts him number one?
Yeah, I mean, Islam was willing to fight anybody. He stayed active, and he went out tonight and performed the way a guy should on a short notice fight when you are the best in the world and you're the champion.
Since he had such a quick fight, do you bring him back quicker? Is he a guy that you can use earlier because he was,
I don't know. We'll see what he wants to do, and like I said, we always sit down and start to plan this stuff out on Tuesdays.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
Dana right here. With this win tonight, Islam 15 straight wins, second longest in history behind Anderson Silva, and now the most lightweight title defenses. Do you feel like he is the best lightweight we've ever had in this?
100%. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, he's the pound for pound best in the world right now, and he's definitely the best to ever do it in that division.
Yeah, and you went with DC and Chael as the tough coaches for the next season.
Yeah.
Obviously, they won't be fighting, so it's kind of the thinking of how that will work.
Yeah. You always want people that are going to add value, be able to, teach these kids that come in something new. Both those guys are great. Plus, I'm sure they'll both be great TV too.
And what do you do kind of with Jiri going forward, right? He has the 2 losses, but he beats another former champion in Jamal Hill. There's not too much room in the rankings between him and the top. What do you feel like he has to do to maybe get that third fight with Alex if Alex continues to defend?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We got to see how this plays out with Alex now. And I doubt people don't not want to see that fight again. So we'll see how it plays out.
And just 2 more outside of tonight. Patricio Pitbull, the longtime Bellator champion,
yeah.
He got a unconditional release from PFL, and he says he badly wants to fight in the UFC. Are you interested in bringing him into the featherweight division?
I don't know. I'll talk to the boys about that, and we'll see where we're at.
Another one is Aaron Pico. Ali Abdelaziz said his exclusive negotiation window, I think, ends this week.
I definitely know the boys are interested in him. Yeah.
And to look ahead to the next pay-per-view, UFC 312, where does Khamzat Chimaev fit into the middleweight division? Do you think he'll get the winner of Strickland and Plessis, or is he going to fight again before a title shot?
Yeah, I think he probably gets the next shot.
All right, who impressed you the most tonight?
Oh shit! I mean, it would have to be the co-main and main event. I mean, Merab, the pace he set, how good he looked. I think a lot of people thought he might get out wrestled by Umar. That was not the case. Oh, and by the way, we didn't even mention this, that he broke George St. Pierre's takedown record, all-time takedowns in UFC. So great night for him, and then obviously Islam came out and delivered. Yeah.
Ask you. You said going back to the drawing board with Arman. Kind of tell us about what that looks like. What are you going to kind of envision?
I don't know. He's not getting a title shot, so that means he's going to have to fight his way back to the title.
After the Umar fight, you had a short conversation with Khabib. Did he think Umar won somehow? Maybe he was hoping he won. And what's next for Umar?
I'm sure he was. We didn't talk about that. I told him great fight, and he said thank you. I don't know what's next for Umar.
Dana, right here.
Yeah.
After Merab was announced as the winner, he walked straight to you and had some words that he shared with you.
Yeah, he and I have had kind of a goofy relationship. So he was just saying, "Listen, I love the UFC. Thank you for everything." And yeah, he was going crazy. I said, "Talk to Joe. You and I will talk later." So.
Well, when you say goofy relationship, what is
Yeah, it's been pretty public how goofy our relationship is. He's done some things that I didn't love, and I don't dislike him at all. It's just we've had some moments, but that's typical. I have moments with everybody, so
okay?
No biggie.
Well, was part of this. He was vocal about wanting to wait 2 more months, and then Khabib had said in an interview that he thought that Merab was pressured into taking this fight. How was the negotiation getting him to take this fight when you wanted it this month?
If Merab was pressured into taking this fight, it worked out for him.
What was that all about? Like, was he injured or
Who?
Merab?
I don't know. Ask Merab about that.
Yeah, I'll ask him about that. And then the last thing I wanted to ask real quick, toward the end of last year, you had said that you had a meeting that you were going to have to fix the UFC rankings, and we never really followed up or heard from you what that meeting was. Can you tell us what those plans are?
Yeah, we're still working on it, and actually we should be announcing that next few weeks, right? Yeah, like 2-3 weeks.
Little tease, does it have anything to do with AI?
Yeah, and some other stuff too. I think we have a good plan in place, and when we're ready to unveil it, we will.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Dana, here.
Yeah.
Dana, los mexicanos están un poquito acostumbrados, la afición mexicana acostumbrada a ver a algún peleador mexicano en este tipo de eventos. Un mensaje para esa gente con respecto también a lo que se viene este año para los peleadores mexicanos.
You know, it's funny, that's a great point. So we were talking about that a couple days ago, or today or yesterday, or whatever the hell it was. We were basically saying, can you imagine that we're in Los Angeles with two Dagestani guys, a guy from Georgia and a guy from Brazil are the co-main and main event. The place sold out, breaking records, and the arena's going fucking crazy. This was unheard of. You know, you would have had to come here with De La Hoya or some boxers from Mexico back in the day, but it's just a testament to how much the sport has grown and how you don't have to have, guys from certain areas to roll into different cities. It's actually fascinating. But what was his question about Mexico?
Plans for Mexico this year. Mexico fighters, Mexico.
We're going to Mexico City this year, and you know how invested I am in Mexico. PI, the whole deal. Lots of good things for Mexico this year. Cool. Good night, everybody. Thanks.